Have you ever noticed that before a big match, the athlete always does the same thing, same kind of warm up with the same sequence and saying the same words to themselves? Even musicians before a performance have a fixed ritual, a specific order of preparation that never changes. A normal person, before an important day, makes their coffee the same way at the same time and the same order. You might have assumed these are superstitions, habits, or quirks, but the research says they are something more specific than any of those things, and the mechanism behind why they work has changed how psychologists think about anxiety and performance. Michael Norton and Francesca Gino spent years studying rituals, not religious or ceremonial ones specifically, but the small personal sequences people perform before significant events. Their research found something consistent and striking. Rituals reduce anxiety and improve performance, even when the person performing them does not believe the ritual has any direct causal power. The mechanism is not superstition, it is a controlled design to save our brain from anxiety, which at its core is a response to uncertainty and a loss of control. A ritual, fixed, repeatable sequence of actions, creates a small island of order and predictability before something uncertain and high stakes occur. The brain processes that order as evidence of preparedness. The act of completing the sequence calms the psychological stress response, reducing cortisol, steadying the heart rate, and allowing the prefrontal cortex to re-engage with the task rather than the threat. You already have rituals, even if you have never called them that. The morning routine that, when disrupted, throws your entire day off. The specific way you prepare before something important that you would feel wrong doing differently. The end of the day habit that signals to your nervous system that work is over and rest is permitted. These are not just habits, they are anchoring sequences, movements of predictability that your nervous system has learned to associate with safety and readiness. The research suggests that the power is not in the specific actions, it is in the consistency and the intention behind them. Here is what the absence of ritual costs many people, particularly in modern life. When every day is different, unstructured, and reactive, the nervous state is in a constant mild state of uncertainty. There is no reliable signal that things are under control, no consistent movement of preparation, no predictable transition between one mode and another. The result is a background hum of low-level anxiety that many people carry without being able to identify its source. The structure does not signify rigidity, but rather it shows regulation. And deliberately built rituals are one of the simplest and most effective tools available for managing chronic anxiety without medication, without therapy, and without significant time investment. 3 rituals that are worth building if you do not already have them. Morning ritual, a consistent sequence that starts your day on your terms rather than the world's. Not elaborate, 5 to 10 minutes of something that signals I am preparing for the day. A transition ritual, something brief that separates one mode from another, work from rest, focus time from communication time, a walk, a specific action, a deliberate pause. The brain benefits from clear transitions between different kinds of demands. An evening ritual, a consistent sequence that signals to your nervous system that the day is closing and recovery is beginning. Without this, many people find that the nervous system stays activated long after work has technically finished. What you do matters less than the consistency of how you do it. It is the repetition that builds the calming association and prevents anxiety from creeping into your mind. When you build deliberate rituals into your day, the effects accumulate in quiet but significant ways. Your baseline anxiety drops because your nervous system has more reliable signals of order and safety throughout the day. Your performance under pressure improves because you are a consistent preparation sequence that your brain has followed and learned. It associates that with readiness. And your transitions between different parts of your life, work and rest, focus and connection, day and sleep, become cleaner and less draining. The most effective people in almost every field have rituals, not because they are superstitious, because they understand that the nervous system performs best when it has reliable anchors in a world that is otherwise full of uncertainty.